Classical European pastry demands absolute precision. For centuries, the gold standard of these kitchens has relied heavily on a single, perfectly calibrated ingredient. The whole egg performs a complex set of structural tasks. It binds loose ingredients, provides a molecular scaffold for the dough, and creates perfect viscosity. As it bakes, the egg traps air to give cakes their lift, while holding onto moisture so the crumb stays tender. This sheer versatility makes it seemingly impossible to replace, but that culinary foundation is cracking. Wholesale egg prices have surged, and supply chains are fracturing, leaving commercial bakers struggling to secure a basic staple. The root of this volatility is biological. The ongoing bird flu pandemic forces the mass culling of flocks worldwide, severely crippling agricultural output. For a professional pastry kitchen, building a business model around an ingredient this unstable is an economic and logistical liability. The consumer market responded to plant-based demand by flooding grocery shelves with egg substitutes. But these products often fail in the professional kitchen. When subjected to the high-precision demands of a French macaron or a choux pastry, the lack of structural support causes the recipe to collapse. Bridging this gap requires moving past simple ingredient substitutions and focusing instead on the specific chemical interactions that occur inside the batter. You cannot just mimic the look or taste of scrambled eggs. You have to reverse engineer the exact chemical functions of the egg at a molecular level. That is the premise behind PanasEgg. It is a highly specialized, universal egg replacement created entirely from powdered plants and seaweeds. The formula isolates specific functional ingredients. Nutritional yeast provides the base, while EU-approved Euchuma seaweeds, plant cellulose, and xanthan gum act as hydrocolloids to absorb and trap water. The mixture also integrates saffron. This expensive spice replicates the natural golden color of an egg yolk while helping to reduce oxidative stress in the batter. When mixed with water and exposed to oven heat, the proteins in the powder denature. Their molecules physically unfold and rearrange themselves, locking together to build a rigid network. This newly formed lattice becomes a structural scaffold. It holds the heavier ingredients in place, preventing the pastry from sinking as it cools, while retaining the moisture needed for a perfect texture. This exact same mechanism makes the powder highly effective in gluten-free baking, where it steps in to provide the missing protein network normally created by wheat. PanasEgg executes the identical structural math required by high-end pastry, maintaining the integrity of the bake through the same physical principles as a traditional egg. Whole egg replacers excel at structure, but they carry too much weight for delicate, highly aerated tasks like French macarons. To replace a pure egg white, pastry chefs use a specialized cold water-soluble isolate known as potato protein 300, or gerbet. Historically, potato proteins carried a distinct, earthy aftertaste. Scientists resolved this by incorporating a specific mycelium, a mushroom root from the Himalayas, that completely neutralizes the unwanted flavor profile. By whipping this pure, flavorless protein isolate with water, bakers can easily generate flawless, rigid peaks and achieve the rapid expansion for perfect macaron feet. With that final molecular barrier broken, a completely plant-based kitchen can execute any traditional recipe without compromise. There is one logistical hurdle to using these advanced ingredients. They are manufactured exclusively in Spain, making global procurement difficult. If a baker in the United States, Canada, or Australia tries to order a single bag of either powder, the FedEx shipping fees are often prohibitively expensive. However, there is a very specific ordering strategy that bypasses this cost entirely, allowing chefs to build a complete molecular toolkit. By placing an exact order for one 250-gram bag of PanasEgg and one 250-gram bag of potato protein 300, the system automatically drops the international shipping fee to zero. By pairing molecular science with this specific logistical workaround, professional bakers can secure the exact textures and flavors they need. The future of elite pastry is now delivered directly to their door.